Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Allincrypto here, and today, as it has been a little while since we've covered Cardano, we are going to be doing exactly that. And this video is coming off the back end of some breaking news in regards to the largest AI crypto token in the entire space, officially being announced and confirmed by Ben Goertzel himself, that is heading this project on Cardano. This is huge. We are going to be exploring this to start the video off, and then we're going to be taking a technical look at where Cardano is at from a price point of view. We'll be recapping on our price prediction that we believe is going to see Cardano run to that $2 mark. Remember, there is the scope for it doing something in between now and then that could see a potential $7 mark, but that's not our price prediction. $2 is because we have a technical pattern that is going to take us there. We're still waiting on what could take us to $7. So we're not really going to focus on that too much. Just take a look at where Cardano is from a price point of view today, and how it's very much following the technical roadmap that we set out for it. But the place absolutely for me to start is in regards to this new supernova AI cryptocurrency project that is going to be launching and be on Cardano as one of the few blockchains that is actually going to enable and facilitate this token. Let's dive into it all, guys, and let's go down the lineage of the news that we've had over the past couple of days. So this was an article that was shared on Bloomberg Terminal. Now, those of you that aren't familiar with Bloomberg Terminal, it is the financial news platform out there. All your big institutions use it. I personally don't use it because it's about 20K a year that I can't justify spending. But this is the place where people that trade and invest or have an interest in the financial markets go for their news sources. And the title of this article was, 3 AI crypto firms are said to near a deal to merge tokens. So this is from Bloomberg Terminal. 3 artificial intelligence companies that operate on blockchain are in talks to merge their crypto tokens, a move aimed at helping them develop a decentralized AI platform. They are none other then SingularityNet, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol are discussing merging their tokens into an ASI token that would have a fully diluted market cap of around $7.5 billion. If you add the market cap of all 3 of these projects up right now, it's around about $5.2 billion. According to people familiar with the matter, the deal, which could be announced as soon as yesterday, and it was announced, we're going to be looking at that, would hinge on approval from the members of each community, said the people who asked not to be identified because the information was private. While the 3 platforms would continue to operate as separate entities, they would collaborate under the guidance of a so-called super intelligence collective run by none other than Ben Goertzel, who is a friend of Charles Hoskinson and who actually is a big fan of the Cardano blockchain. And actually the SingularityNet token, AGIX, is on Cardano. And Ben has a real soft spot for it. Very interesting. This is why we're covering this news in relation to ADA. Founder and Chief Executive Officer of SingularityNet, the people said Fetch AI CEO Homium Seek, I'm saying that so wrong, or Sheik, I'm saying that so unbelievably wrong, an early investor in DeepMind, the AI company that Google bought in 2014, would be the chairman, the people said. Representatives for SingularityNet, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol declined to comment, but they have done so now that the news is public. The discussion comes as big tech companies, including Alphabet and Microsoft Corp, are investing heavily in AI, which has the potential to change the way people interact with technology. It's going to change the world. The need to decentralize AI and the infrastructure surrounding it, and there's some great opportunities there, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking to accumulate altcoins that have direct links and that will actually enable this super intelligence. And you can join the Patreon to find out more about that. But the need to decentralize AI is as important as the need to decentralize money itself and to provide an alternative store of value, because AI in the world we're moving towards is going to be directly linked to thought. And that is a mind-blowing statement. So upstart AI-orientated platforms such as SingularityNet, Fetch AI, and Ocean Protocol, in turn, are racing to develop a decentralized AI technology on blockchain. The idea being that it wouldn't be controlled by large companies beholden to shareholders and actually rival them. Now, the largest companies in the world are AI companies. This is huge, and the fact this is going to start at $7.5 billion. This might be the first 1 trillion or one of the first $1 trillion cryptocurrencies that we see under the ticker ASI. Where does this link to Cardano? Where we're going to come to it. So Fetch confirmed this yesterday. We announced the largest multi-billion-dollar merging of decentralized AI projects, including Fetch AI, Singularity Net, and Ocean Protocol. It talks about what you need to do. And the link here to Cardano, which we're going to be showing you, this is Fetch also talking about it. The link here to Cardano is this is from Singularity Net. So they announced this yesterday. We covered this in more detail. We did a video on the whole thing, which you're welcome to go and watch on YouTube. We are excited to announce a multi-billion-dollar token merge with Fetch AI and Ocean Protocol to create the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance, the largest open-source decentralized network, and accelerated the race AGI Learn More. And interesting was someone down here called the Bitcoin Hoodie, interesting name, commented saying, will it be cross-chain or what chain will it live on? Ben Gertzel himself, the person heading this up, said cross-chain including ETH, FET Layer 1, because they're a Cosmos chain for anybody that's not familiar, ADA and Hypercycle, plus more including, likely ICP. So ICP did an announcement the other day where they actually have their own AI that's actually ran on the blockchain from start to finish. I wonder if there's kind of a timely coincident-esque or planned announcement there that has, there's a little bit more going on behind the scenes, but I'll do a separate video on that in regards to ICP. But ADA, and this news is huge, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be hosting the largest crypto AI project that there is, that is going to start at $7.5 billion. The attention that's going to garner, it's going to have, and the beautiful thing about this project is it's going to offer everything. So we have lots of AI projects, they all do different things. But under this alliance, you're going to have a full stack from the infrastructure to the AI itself, the software, and the agents and the various moving parts that go with it. You're going to have a full stack AI system that, through decentralization, could garner enough resources to compete with the largest companies in the world. What is the value of that token? And the fact that it's going to be on Cardano, that's big news in my opinion. And we'll talk a little bit more about and another video, partner chains and what perhaps is going on there in relation to Cardano. So huge news. I am still a Cardano holder. We haven't abandoned it at all. It's not my largest holding. You know, we're not here to tell you everyone what I think they want to hear. It's a holding of mine all the same. I am a little bit more bullish from a price point of view on other projects in this bull market, but I still think Cardano will do well, and we have set out a technical roadmap which we're going to be looking at just now. So you guys will be able to recap on the price prediction that we gave for Cardano, taking it to around about $2.10. And people were very disappointed with this, but we did say that there's absolutely the scope on this journey that I now believe you're on after triggering on volume, the taking of a key level of significance. You tried it down here, but you didn't quite get it. And we'll look at where Cardano is right now. It's at support. So this is going to bounce. And actually, we do think you are now in a triggered pattern. Remember, you've not taken out a low. So you're very much respecting the structure. There's no need to avert from it just yet. So we've got this inverse head and shoulder that's going to see go to $2.10. If, and it's a big if, we're not calling this, it wants to interact with this as a neckline, this key level of significance, kind of like what the total 2 is doing, which we're going to bring in just a second. You may form a little bit of a right shoulder here that could see you have a $7 price prediction. We're not giving that as a price prediction until we see it form. We're being on the side of caution. What we are doing is saying $2.10 is our price target for Cardano, and we'll see what it does in regards to now and then and how it interacts with the $1.25 range. It could see it go to $7. So this, if you look at the price prediction that we gave, we'll put it up on the screen, is very much following exactly what we set out for it. So we looked at this potentially being a right shoulder. We looked at the break of this on volume, which we've seen. It's not been the most spectacular volume, but volume all the same. And then you would likely come back, retest it, which is what you're doing before you then find continuation. And on the smaller time frames, Cardano is very much respecting, we'll get rid of this box, very much respecting and bouncing off significant support. So you can see this support floor here. But Cardano didn't actually go below. So you do have a low down here on this low. So it's respecting the low and it's bouncing. I think Cardano's on the turn as we speak. You can see the kind of support that it's run into here. Multiple touches, acting as it again, it's bounced off it. So I don't particularly, watch out for this grind line, expect Cardano to fold here. I expect it to continue to move in the direction that we believe has been set in place. And actually there's further back support in regards to this bigger technical target or technical pattern being triggered, and you're now on your way to that $2 mark. And remember, we are some of the few people to be doing analysis on the total 2, which is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. Basically, the altcoin market, We believe this is now in an inverse head and shoulders pattern. We were looking when it interacted with this key level of significance that a right shoulder may form. It's looking very likely. Once you take this, you're going to see the total market cap move to $3.7 trillion. We're the only people doing analysis on the total too, the altcoin market. That's a 3x in regards to the market cap. I think Cardano is going to be a beneficiary of that. We've spoken about a number of reasons why, like the ETPs that are already derived around Cardano that happen to be enabled and facilitated by the ETF, Bitcoin spot ETF enablers. Also, if we look at ADA BTC, it's doing very much a similar thing that it did in the last cycle. So we did have a small target here that was made, or a small technical pattern. I'll show you that very quickly. We were looking at a small inverse head and shoulders here that gave us that target, which is where you ran into, and then you've been pulling back down in a range. I actually personally think you've got a real good chance of breaking out of this. And I think you're very much doing a similar thing to what you did in the prior cycle. And we're at similar stages in regards to Bitcoin dominance. You know, you can see this. Kind of round off here. You get your first little run, your first little lamb of summer. And then you pull back, just like you're doing today. First run, pull back, and then we see that continuation. And also ADA DOM coming into an area that we are expecting to act as support. And that's all happening around a time when Cardano is, after breaking out, coming back and doing a bit of a retest. It's not the prettiest retest you've ever seen. You've got to get a little bit of nuance. We'd like it if it perfectly stopped on the neckline, but it doesn't always work like that. You know, we have huge success with this. ICP was one that did very well for us recently that we have been shouting out on the channel. You can see, same thing. Break on key level, volume, retest. This one respects it, and then continuation, because the important thing is that you break these key levels with momentum, triggering a bigger pattern. And that bigger pattern for Cardano is going to see it potentially run to that $2.10 mark. So that is all I've got for you. We've done a number of things in this video. We've highlighted some absolutely huge news for the entire crypto space. And Cardano, I think, is going to benefit as a result of it being launched on Cardano, or it partly living on Cardano. And also we've dived into it from a price point of view. We've kind of updated people on the price prediction that we gave and where it's currently at. So all I've got for you in this video, guys. Have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.